New information about Fortnite's upcoming season has been revealed, and from the secret skin to some huge collaborations, things are really ramping up for Fortnite Season 3. Earlier this week, this tweet was sent out by SheenaBR, and he said that Optimus Prime is actually not next season's secret skin, which surprised a lot of people. The leaked login screen for Fortnite Season 3 shows Optimus Prime in the unreleased jungle biome, and most of the seasons throughout the last couple years have had collaborations as their battle pass's secret skin. Now that doesn't seem to be the case this time around, and if Optimus Prime isn't going to be the season's bonus outfit, then who will it be? If we take a look back to the previous seasons of Fortnite, some of the seasons didn't have a collaboration as the secret skin, but instead they had an original Fortnite storyline character who was quite relevant to the plot at the time. A few examples of this includes the Cube Queen in Chapter 2 Season 8, the Foundation in Chapter 3 Season 1, and then of course the Herald in Chapter 3 Season 4. Based off of all those storyline characters and how they were introduced, the community has come up with a few different ideas based on characters who could be quite important for next season. These characters include this sandy version of Dr. Sloan, a revived form of the Herald, and most importantly, this strange character in golden armor, who a lot of people believe to be a member of the last reality. If you look at this character's upper body, a blue rhombus can be spotted which looks extremely similar to a piece of armor found on both the Cube Queen as well as the Origin 2. Many people actually believe that this character is another one of the Triarchs who works alongside Triarch Nox, and it would make a lot of sense because his set name is the Triarch, suggesting that two more outfits will be added to his set later on. The overall theme of these two skins are very similar as well, and this mysterious character might arrive next season. She'll fit perfectly into the whole jungle, temple, treasure sort of vibe. I mean, it seems like Epic's going for something similar to Chapter 1 Season 8 with all the treasure hunting, discovery, and also these temples seen in the key art for next season. But hold on, what if it's not her? What if it's someone totally different? And before I tell you who that might be, I want you to write your guesses down in the comments below, and whilst you're there, why don't you hit the subscribe button as well if you're enjoying the video so far. The two possible alternatives that I believe to also possibly be next season's secret skins are Sand Sloan and the Resurrected Herald, but for this section of the video we're just gonna focus on Sloan. The last time that we ever saw her character in game was when she was crushed by the Paradigm's mech, and she pretty much had nowhere to go from there. She was injured and buried beneath all the rubble, and there's a theory that I've mentioned in a few other videos which talks about how maybe she went off into the 0 point as it was cycling through all the different realities. It had gone to Darth Vader, to Geno, to all these different worlds, and she jumped into it and she ended up in this random desert with nowhere to run and no one to help her out. That would be a really cool story to see, and it would also explain how over time she has had to adapt and adjust to the desert biome. That's also why she's got this new technology and all these sand abilities that we can see in the outfit. It'll also explain why the desert biome is arriving next season. Yeah, you heard me right, not only will the jungle be growing, but there are also rumors for a desert for next season, and it all makes sense now. If Sloan has escaped to this desert in another reality, it would not surprise me at all that the 0 point would bring her here in Zero Fusion. I mean, it needs the Imagined Order. They do a great job at keeping it stable, and Sloan is a literal prodigy. She's very educated and she's got other great qualities. So what better way to protect the 0 point than bringing back the faction who did the best job at protecting it? It's basically just simple common sense, unlike this next theory which gets really complex when we talk about the Herald. A huge theory about Fortnite Season 3 revolves around the Herald and the likelihood of her being revived. If you weren't already aware, the Herald's tree is currently on the island, and throughout this season, the dirt at the base of the tree became much darker, almost as if it was being watered by someone or something intentionally. What most people are thinking is that Serenade was behind all of this because she's covered in chrome, she got introduced this season with the last reality, her song sounds super similar to the Herald's theme, and she has water ability, so it really seems like she was the one trying to revive the Herald in some way. But even if that is true, how would it tie into next season, and why would she be the secret skin of the whole battle pass? Many people are saying that her tree is growing once again, and it's breaking the ground apart, which is why the earthquakes are happening, and her tree is also why the vines are coming up through the ground to grow the jungle. I understand why people might think this, but there is no evident growth in the actual roots of the tree, and the Herald wouldn't want to hold the island together with roots. That doesn't even make sense. I know this is a common theory, but it just really doesn't seem very likely. I've made several videos about my own theories already, and those will of course be linked at the end of the video, but just as we finish off explaining all of these possible bonus outfits, it's time to figure out what the answer really is, and who exactly will be the secret skin of Fortnite Season 3. Just to refresh your memory, these were our three options to begin with, and something that I would like to point out is that a secret skin has never been a reskin. We've had the Visitor, the Enforcer, AIM, the Prisoner, the Singularity. We've had so many storyline characters as secret skins, and they've never been a repeat of the last one. That pattern makes me highly doubt that this bonus outfit for Season 3 is the Sandy Sloan version, or even the Herald in her resurrected protected form. Dr. Sloan in this version is more themed around sand, which is a side-focused biome of that season, and it doesn't really fit the whole jungle theme, so I don't think this is the secret skin. And in terms of the Herald, her tree really doesn't seem to be growing back that fast. If it does happen, I think it will be as a result of something going wrong with the jungle, and then I guess she could show up halfway through the season, but she's already been a secret skin. I doubt it will happen again. So theoretically, with all things considered, let's say that this golden armored Aztec looking chick really does have relevance to next season, and she is our most likely candidate for the secret skin. The leaked key art for Chapter 4 Season 3 shows an overgrown temple with rhombus-shaped holes in the wall. They are similar to what is seen on the armor of this character, which is very interesting, and she's also holding a cube in her hand in her human form. This transition will likely work very similarly to how Torrens does, and this character may also be ancient and could give us some backstory on these temples and what they mean, and maybe she starts off as a regular explorer but gets corrupted and she starts to turn into an enemy. Either that or she's undercover and she's spying on us and she's leading to nothing here. I don't know, there's so many theories we can come up with, and it makes me really excited for next season, and I'm also really interested to see what you guys have to say. So if you want to drop a comment and subscribe to the channel, that would be greatly appreciated, and I'll see you all in Chapter 4 Season 3.